So Walter, let's talk about 8A certification. What is it? Just simple question. What is it?
The 8A certification is a designation that the federal government gives to those businesses that meet a certain social and economic tier. You have to be both socially and economically disadvantaged to qualify for that program. And what that program ultimately is designed to be is a business development program to give the participants in that program a really unfair advantage in contracting with the federal government. So although a lot of people think of the 8A program as a Black business program, right, or a small disadvantaged business, it's really designed to be more of a broader minority enhancing program. And it has some significant advantages that I won't sneeze at. The greatest of which is that it gives the contracting officers to do direct sole source contract award to 8A participants of up to $7.5 million without having to advertise it. That's a really, really big advantage. But the 8A is a designation that they use for a class of people that fit into that social and economic designation. And it's not dissimilar to the other contracting programs that they have in the federal government, like the woman-owned business program, right? That's a specific category for women-owned contractors. The disabled veteran community fits into another category. And all of these are preference classes that the government sets up a spending goal against.
Got you, got you. So is it hard to navigate to get, let's say, get that certification and just navigate, this process? What does that look like?
Well, I just had a charmed existence, or I was smarter than the average bear, right? Because I navigated the 8A program application process myself. And I guess that probably is a little bit unfair because I was doing that as I was entering the advocacy space. So I did have some friends that I was able to call that may have expedited my application through the process a little bit. But at the end of the day, the application process isn't overly cumbersome. And the federal government does have a myriad of resources, whether it be the Procurement Technical Assistance Centers, they're called PTACs, and those are free resources that are designed to help handhold you and walk you through the process for applying for any of those programs. And of course, you have a good healthy cottage industry of fee-for-service consultants out there who will happily take your nickel for performing this or that service that you don't think you can perform. Encouragement and urging to anyone that would be pursuing this space is to learn how to do it yourself. And I say that because if you're going to immerse yourself and you're going to be involved in this arena, you need to understand the inner workings of the arena at the bowels of it, right? You don't want to be delegating critical aspects of your company to other individuals. That's just a open door for exploitation.
Got you. Yeah, and talk about the exploitation a little bit in terms of what you see, right? Because you mentioned that a little bit earlier in the conversation in regards to you have some large companies who want to have access to that designation within the federal government who take advantage of small businesses and their designation and put these small businesses in deals that aren't really advantageous to the small business, the minority small business.